You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Jewel of the South storyline and may contain spoilers from the Tales from the Loop and Our Friends the Machines books published by Fria Ligan and Modiphius Entertainment. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the kids contend with malfunctioning loop hardware.
Greg Wyatt here with some additional information on an earlier news story. The Princeton Police Department reports that calls for the walking canine are continuing to pour in, and in some cases simultaneous sightings in areas across town from each other. Dispatchers also report that many of the calls have come in from individuals under the age of 18, which may suggest a larger prank currently unfolding. Parents are encouraged to monitor phone usage for the next few days while the police sort out these widespread reports of trespassing. Coming up next, Shout by Tears for Fears, J104.5.
So there's a dead robot in your bathroom now, Mills.
So, what is that? Look at
A robot.
You should look at it. See if you
Okay.
can figure it out.
So, can you cut the cloak off?
just probably
Yeah,
undress
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm gonna cut towards the cloak with my knife.
Yeah, you undress this werewolf
I guess I
robot.
could just undress it.
It's
Oh yeah, I shut the window.
yeah,
Good catch.
yeah. It's a good robot. Looks very similar to what you saw in the movie. I mean, almost spot on practically. But it is decidedly a robot. It's almost like an animatronic type deal going on. It does have a computer on board that's not damaged, because basically you disabled this thing by like kind of destroying the mechanical aspects, so there's nothing for this computer to exert its will upon. So, yeah, what would you like to do? Crack your knuckles as a free action.
I'd like to see if I can access its log.
Absolutely. I will say this is normal difficulty. We'll call this, this is definitely a program.
Okay.
Because this was not a sophisticated software with like encryption or anything like that on it. So it's just normal difficulty.
1, 2, 2 6s.
Okay, cranked it out of the park. So we were doing program, you were manipulating? Right. So you get a bonus thing. So things you could do: give one success to another kid. Don't really need to. Don't need to roll to overcome the same trouble again, which means if you ever have to reprogram one of these robots, you know how to do it. You never have to roll for it again.
Okay.
You do it quickly, you do it quietly, you get new or unexpected information, or you show off.
Tempting.
While he's thinking about this, I'm gonna take a very realistic drawing while he's like looking. That way I
Yeah.
can show it. Like that's what I'm doing while he's doing that.
I want to grab new and unexpected information.
Cool. Okay. So you get new or unexpected information. So you were going through the computer of this thing, and it looks like the basic programming of this was to emulate what this artificial intelligence had gathered from like the data it had collected. The data it collected was the movie American Werewolf in London. That being said, there's nothing in the program to suggest that it is that it wants to kill or harm or anything like that. It just seems like it wants to scare and menace and, you know, just intimidate. That seems to be the programming MO. And that's really the unexpected information that I'll give you in this particular case, that they're not really here to hurt anyone. But they're certainly doing a good job of like menacing and, you know,
There being a
creating
scary movie.
scream awake nightmares for later use, right? So that's what you learn.
So I relay that as like, okay, it looks like that They are not programmed to harm or kill, surprisingly.
That makes sense.
Apparently they're just here to intimidate and scare.
The scary movies, that's it. It's the scary movies, guys. She's using whatever weird tech she got from who knows where, and it's making scary movie monsters.
Why?
Who knows? It doesn't know any better. It's... What, can you get the computer thingy to tell you where this thing came from?
Where the other things are?
What you're able to get from the computers, it looks like it was created at a loop facility somewhere close by. We'll call it kind of like in the where would be good? Matoka. It's a little community outside of Princeton. It's kind of like a mining town, which kind of makes sense given the area. Little bit of a hike, but these didn't start happening immediately either.
No, she's been making movies for a month now.
Yeah, she's been making them for a while. But it looks like this came from a way station out in like Matoka, West Virginia. You can look through like objectives and stuff, and it looks like one of the sub objectives is to maybe find the source of these materials that's being used to program its AI. And we'll say that looking at that information, they don't have it quite figured out, but it's probably within about 150 meters of the address that's in the phone book for Jenny Peters.
They're going after Jenny.
Why? Because
But they're not programmed to hurt or kill, just to scare.
Okay, they want to find the source for some reason. Right?
Okay.
I mean, right?
I mean, like, are they supposed to be like helper droids, and they just think that that's what they're supposed to do? Like, what?
This particular robot is part of a line of sort of disposable machines where they're created for one purpose. When that purpose is done, they're sort of recycled and turned into like a completely different machine later. So this wasn't something that already pre-existed. Like, this particular line of manufacturing was given orders, and then robots were created to fulfill that. And then when it's done, they'll probably return and, prepare themselves for whatever the next job is. But it's a completely automated process. You don't feel like any human at all was involved with, issuing this command. It's just a very automated thing. It could be used for like maintenance. Like, okay, we've got maintenance work that needs to be done here. You just send the command and then, it gets done. You just, set it and forget it. It's kind of like the theory with this particular model.
So if we shut Jenny down,
Yeah. Do you guys think you could maybe, I don't know, like hide that in the closet or something?
I see.
I'm going to go call Jenny.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get on the telephone, you call Jenny.
Is it 8675? They're good.
He found it on the writing on the wall. Like it's pretty uncanny. It takes a few rings. You finally get an answer. It's like, hello?
Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Mills Wallace again. Look,
Yeah.
you got to stop making copies.
Yeah, I do.
What? Yeah.
The figures?
Yeah?
I believe you 100% now. I've counted about 8 out here.
Oh, God. Look, they're not programmed to hurt anyone. They just want to scare you.
Oh, what a blessing.
Yeah.
What a relief.
Look, just, I don't know, maybe just give in, put on a show or something, make them think you're scared.
on
Maybe they'll stop. I don't know. Look,
What on a
you're the scary movie buff. What do people like when they go to see scary movies?
to
they're run
get
upstairs.
scared and not die afterward?
Well,
like
there
what?
you go. Get scared and don't die. We got a plan. All
I don't-
right.
What illuminate for me what this plan is.
Look, I don't know. Okay, look.
You
Well,
don't know
You're the one making them, all right? Okay,
what?
It's your fault you're gonna die.
okay, I don't have time to explain.
Okay,
Look, we'll try and get there as
I
soon
wish
as we
you
can.
would, but you're coming here.
How far away is she?
Her address, she's probably about 2.5 miles. Yeah, biking would be an option if you didn't go to someone's house. That
we
you
don't
know,
have our bikes.
or one bike.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
Well,
45 minute walk.
I have an idea. My Nana has a car.
We want to take your Nana to fight
try-
monsters.
Okay, seriously, my Nana is a badass, and she always reins in my mom. All right, seriously, you've met my Nana. All right, she has a car. She'll come pick us up.
80%
She-
chance when you
okay.
call, it's going to be your mother.
No, it'll be my Nana. 'Cause
Odds are 90.
I bet you, my mother is a block down the road from here.
All
So
She's not doing a very good
it'll be
job.
my
'cause you
it'll,
fell
if I
out of the
call,
second
it'll
story
be my
window and
Nana.
got attacked by a werewolf monster.
It'll be my Nana. She loves scary and crazy shit just
All
like
right.
me. Where do you think
Look,
I got
Jenny.
myself from?
We don't know what's happening, but we do know that these things are not programmed to hurt. So you should be fine. Just wait it out. Maybe get a bat or something if you want to feel safer.
That's help.
Yeah, bats actually work pretty good.
Well, okay.
We're going to be there soon, and then we'll figure this out. Is your mom around still? Is she...
No, they left. They went out to eat or something. I don't know. I don't keep track of my parents.
Okay, yeah, that's probably for the best anyway. Who knows what they would have done. All right. Just hang tight. We'll be there soon.
All right. Okay.
Click.
All right.
Poor Jenny.
So I want to call my grandma because I know with how my mom
phones are-
is, she is not at home. She is looking out from down the street. She probably called from the nearest CVS or whatever, Rite Aid or whatever was near
Be
there.
Rite Aid down there. Yeah.
Rite Aid right down the road because she saw us peeking out the window or open up the door. She saw us.
fall out.
Yeah, I know. She,
I'll come back to haunt you.
All right.
I know.
So, I want you to make me a contact roll.
Oh gosh.
So, success means that you get a hold of your grandma because you were absolutely right in your assessment. Failure means you're probably going to pick up that your mom's probably going to answer because your assessment of the situation was not as you expected.
Is there any way I can help?
Tell me how.
Sing the phone number song that they were singing.
8675309.
Not too much. I want a copyright mark on this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's probably gonna screw up her dialing.
She's going to end up with
Please,
like
I'm not down to
this
3.
sanitary like Dominoes. My bad.
All right. Don't roll. Yes, I got a 6.
Got a 6. Okay. So your assessment of the situation is correct. You bank on your mother being away from the house at the time, and it takes about 3 or 4 rings, and your Nana answers the phone. Hello.
Nana, it's Marianne.
Oh, hey, honey. What's going on?
Hey, okay, Mom's being overbearing again, but we need a ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Okay, so we're at Mill's house, and then I, list off the address.
Yeah, I know where
I
that
know
is.
Mom's right around the corner at that Rite Aid. Take the other way. That way she doesn't see your car.
Okay. I'm honey,
You
I've
know-
done this before.
Yeah, you've had to deal with Mom. You
I've-
know how she is.
I've done this before.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Okay. I'll see you soon. So,
My Nana is cool as shit, guys.
like, Nana was like Korean and Vietnam War vet or something.
Yeah.
Nana was like a World War II driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She drove deuce and a halves in
Yes.
France. Like,
Yeah.
not very long after, like,
Probably driving like Cruella de Vil.
yeah. What does Nana drive?
Okay, Nana drives this old, long, I don't remember what it was called, but my mom had one
El
when I was a
Camino?
kid. No, my mom had one when I was a kid. It was a really long-ass car. Had the leather seats in the back that was just like one long seat.
Like big Buick or Cadillac
yeah,
or something.
Cadillac.
Okay,
Yeah,
like a big
old
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Can say like a steel frame Beamer or something. That'd be awesome.
But it's like bright
Yacht.
red, but it's shiny as shit because she doesn't hardly go out
Okay.
at all.
Yeah, and you got the garage and everything.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
it keeps it real.
Takes
nice.
it on like Sundays and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she pulls up, and you guys.
I want her to come in. Hey guys, my Nana, like, let's show her this. Seriously, she'll help us out. All right.
What? Oh, no.
My
No,
hair back
seriously,
over.
seriously. My Nana is cool as shit. She's not like my mom. All right, she keeps my mom in check. My mom is just a crazy cuckoo person.
God, parents make things complicated.
Okay, she's not a parent. She's a Nana.
I'm
She's a grandparent.
technical.
She's a Nana.
All right, fine.
All right.
But before she does that, we have the robot on standby, right?
I thought we had
Depends.
it on the
So
table.
me.
you could probably repair the damage you did, which was mechanical.
No.
Okay.
I just want to make
So-
sure it's there. It doesn't pull a Houdini and disappear.
Well, you feel pretty confident in your ability of disabling like the mechanical aspects of this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You motion for your Nana to come in.
Possibly, can I make this a scene with my grandma?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because she's my anchor.
Yeah, absolutely.
That way I can take
so,
out some of my conditions, because I don't get scared very easy. But this kind of shook me a little bit, especially falling off the roof. And, I need
You
to
and me
talk to
both.
my
I was
Nana.
actually going to volunteer that like on the car ride over, but
Okay.
like you can do that in the house too. It's fine.
Okay.
So you invite her in, and she comes in. Honey, I thought you needed a ride. Why do you need me to come inside here?
All right, Nana. This is really crazy. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but let me just take you upstairs.
Okay.
And I
honey.
grab her hand,
All right.
and we walk upstairs hand in hand.
Okay.
And I take her upstairs and open the closet that we shoved that thing in. Here's a robot that came into the room, and I showed her the footprints, like from the windowsill
Yeah.
and stuff.
She looks at it like, yeah, newfangled thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really scared us. We're trying to.
Oh, it's not a Mills robot.
No, we can't afford that. That's ridiculous.
Well, I don't know, honey. I
Touche.
mean, people have robots in their house nowadays. I'm surprised your mom doesn't want a robot in our house.
Well,
Yeah.
she probably would if she could.
Well, she speak with your dad about. Anyway,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a robot in the floor here, and it doesn't belong to anyone here. Okay.
Okay, but it is going around scaring people. People were watching scary movies, and these things are showing up at people's houses. We need to get a couple rides. It's been a really tough time, and I go to hug my grandma.
Oh,
and,
honey, it's okay. So, you need a ride somewhere. How's that going to fix the problem? I'm trying to connect the
There's-
dots here, honey.
There's 8 of these outside of this girl Jennifer's house that made the videos, and we need to
Okay.
see the setup because Laser here should be able to figure out what's going on, maybe, so we can figure out, put the pieces together so we can stop this.
Well,
Okay.
if we have a
I
car.
heard that too.
It might be a cat. Like that's usually the snoring noise.
Now, if we have a car, why don't we go to the station that's making them? I mean, she said she made 78 of these the past.
Because Jenny has 8 sitting in
Yeah.
front of her yard right now, scaring the
What are you
crap out of
gonna
her.
do, hit them all with a baseball bat?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple.
So Börje
Look, they won't hurt
felt
us,
like.
right?
Well,
Yeah,
you feel like if you cut the
think.
source, that's going to
Okay.
stop some of the objectives of these robots, and then they're going to have accomplished their mission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
To Matoka?
Well, Matoka's where the substation is. Your Jenny is about
No, we
two
need to
and a half miles
shut
away.
down her machinery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like a cat
That's
snore. It's a
absolutely
cat
a cat
snore.
That is 100%
It's
a
totally
cat
a
snore.
cat snore.
Roll comprehend.
Roll investigate. Totally sounded like what Allie sounds like.
I know. Should be outside too. I don't know. We get deer on occasion.
Okay.
Deer cooing or owls barking or
So
what other inappropriate animal noises? Raccoons chirping,
Giraffes
squirrels
doing
yelling.
their thing.
yeah, squirrels,
Squirrels do
barking.
yell.
Squirrels bark. Squirrels
Oh, I
bark.
know. They bark. It's
do
like
not
wood
shut
on wood.
That was yeah.
So what do we decide while the GM went on his great cat adventure?
Okay, so Jenny's house then,
Jenny's house.
I'm gonna
right?
go shut
Jenny's
down
house.
Jenny's.
So
we need to get to Jenny's place.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you have an address for Jenny's place. Nana's lived in Princeton a while. She knows where to find it by the address. Your kind of touching moment, like holding, Nana in the bathroom and kind of decompressing with her, as well as any conversation you have in the car, that'll mark off all of your conditions. So that's kind of your scene with Nana to rectify that stuff. So Nana rolls up to this house. It's in more of a residential area where Mill's house was kind of like the type of residential where nobody has a yard. These houses are a little bit more spaced out. We're talking like an acre, give or take. It's just like enough to be able to have like a little bit of privacy. And there's a bit of a driveway. But Nana will stroll up to the driveway. I'm like, you want me to pull up the front door?
Do
You
we
could-
see these things?
Not at the moment, but also this house isn't very well lit because unlike in the city where there's streetlights everywhere, this is a bit more on the rural side, and therefore, they haven't really invested in streetlights.
I say if we pull up into. You said there's not a driveway or
There is a driveway. It's pretty lengthy, probably
gets you close to the house.
probably like a 200-foot like driveway from like the road, like a little windy, and get you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Jenny knows we're coming.
Okay. All right. So you guys pull up. The headlights are on. Everything. There's front porch light on. You don't see anything at the front.
All right.
Mrs. Nana, we're just gonna go say hi to Jenny. Make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
You want to keep watch on the car in case we maybe need to get out of here quickly?
Well, you want me to keep it running?
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it running. That
You-
sounds.
You got it.
Okay.
I love you, Nana.
I love you too,
Torvi,
Marianne.
please tell me you kept the bat.
Thing
You
is,
think?
I've been holding a chef's knife. Like when I went to hug Nana, I laid
at,
it down.
Yeah, like at every point, like like Marianne's like nervous banana is just sort of nonchalantly like pushing the knife down, like pointing to a safe point. Like we'll talk about knife safety when you're older, honey, but for now, just remember to keep it pointed downward.
Talk about
like
how to
this.
Remember
properly
in
use
kindergarten
knives.
when they say don't point your scissors at people? Yeah, just down. Okay, there you go, honey. You get up to the front door, you knock, you see like a curtain kind of like shove over and someone look in, and the door opens. She's like, get in here, get in.
Run in. Yeah.
So you guys go in the front door. She closes the door, locks it, whatever. In front of you is a girl. Her name's Jenny Peters. She is wearing jeans, a hoodie, and a baseball cap with the hood up over like everything. Like she's got long sleeves on, everything like that. About the only exposed skin you can see like a little bit of the face region right here. You can see the hands. She's even wearing like socks and stuff inside. Everyone make me a investigate check, and this will be a normal difficulty. It's just like raise your hand if you get a 6. No.
Oh, I'm gonna use a luck.
I got one.
It's
six.
not super
I got a
important.
6.
Okay. but never mind.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay. So, Marianne, with your success, you can tell that this poor girl, she's got, like, some type of skin conditions, like really severe, like eczema, like red, sort of flaky skin. You feel like maybe she's just extremely self-conscious about this, trying to keep covered up and everything like that. That's the impression you get. Like, you know, it's warm enough in here while you hoodie and the ball cap and everything while you're in the house and everything. You feel like that's kind of the case, and she might be a little bit of a shut-in as a result of that. Said, okay, so what do we do?
Have you seen any more?
Have you seen any more of the black cloaked hooded figures?
They've been circling. I'm surprised they didn't really. They must be avoiding the light or something. I don't know. Like, you pull it up and there wasn't anything. I was trying to get you in.
Can you lead us down to where you recorded the tapes?
Oh, the theater, yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
He starts
yeah.
drooling.
Yeah. So there's she takes you, like, you guys come into this, like, little receiving area. There's a living room on the side, and you think that she's talking about the living room, but she goes past the living room. She goes to the kitchen and into, like, the cupboard, and raises, like, this like a doorway type deal that leads into a cellar, right? And the stairs are kind of precarious, like they're meant for, like, sort of temporary type, you know, transversal. You go down there and you find that the cellar's actually been finished. Like, it's she has pretty much converted the cellar into, like, her own, like, room, because it's nice and big and wide. And when she says theater, she's not joking. She's kind of turned this downstairs area into something of, you know, a larger, like, view screen type deal. She's got you know, VCR and TV over here. She's got like a projector, like the old school kind of like film projector setup going on over here. She's got a bed, like a couch, everything like that. You know, it's not really meant for, you know, like me and 4 of my closest friends to be able to watch a movie, but certainly, like, it's a pretty sweet gig for, like, this one person. She's got bookshelves that regretfully are full of VHS tapes, not books.
What a waste.
In your opinion.
And all of them appear to be, you know, like, genre then alphabetized. So it's even, you know, kind of classified that way. She's got a mix of both, like, regular legit VHS as well as, like, copied VHS. There's a number of those, like, generic Memorex, like, tapes with just labels. A lot of them in that same purple ink that she was using to label the VHS tape that you got of the American Werewolf in London. And then over on the side, kind of like at a workstation or a desk, she's got this one set up. It almost looks like a small, maybe like 11 or 13 inch television hooked to, like, the VCR and stuff. And you can tell, Börje, from the description she gave you over the telephone, this must be what she was talking about. This is her rig that she was using to be able to copy these tapes.
Börje is unconsciously drooling.
Control
Dude.
yourself.
So, this is
where you made the copies, right?
yeah, it's over there. She points over to the rig there.
So, that one what you are having trouble explaining to me, could you point it out?
Yeah, I'll do that. She takes Börje over and kind of starts explaining things to you, and you can follow along. The explanation's pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that, like, there's chords, like, there's extra chords, though. Like, extra chords that sort of lead into and out of something that, like, are routed through, like, the roof. Or when I say roof, like the floor, because we're in the cellar right now.
Oh.
but they're routed through there. Like the ceiling isn't finished. So like imagine taking the drop tiles out and you can kind of still see like the electrical and all that stuff. So that's not finished. But you can see extra cords that kind of like, okay, so there should be a direct connection between VCR 1 and VCR 2. Why are there cords that go up that way? And you look and you can kind of follow them. They look like they go upstairs someplace. Actually, they look like they go through like the wall, like almost like wall conduit or something, and follow the same path as like the cable television. So they probably lead like outside.
So these extra cords, normally when you make a copy, it should be a direct connection towards the VCR from the VCR and TV to TV. But I've seen a bunch of extra cords going around here. Where may they lead?
Well, so what have I told you that I was able to tap into some of the extra processing power from the loop to be able to improve the quality of some of these recordings. You know, it's like using improved hardware. Like you want to use like the best quality hardware you can to be able to make the copies.
Mills just puts his hand to his head.
I can see where you're going with this. At the same time, facepalm.
Everybody hears like two very like hard thuds and what sounds to be like glass breaking, maybe like a door flinging wide open.
You said they don't like light, right? I mean, the lights are still on.
Okay.
We're fine here.
So, you guys are now in the showdown phase. So here's how the showdown works. I'm going to declare what's at stake. So what's at stake here is succeeding at the showdown means that you are able to shut these things down, and failure means that you are not able to shut these things down.
Crap.
What happens is that we are going to do something called an extended trouble. And what this is that everybody contributes to the success of this thing. And so this is just going to be a normal threat level. So between the four of you, you need to collectively create 8 successes to be able to succeed this extended trouble. And you guys, what you need to do is sort of explain to me your plan. Right now, you're down in the cellar. You're kind of ground zero from where, you know, this data collection's happening for these robots. You've heard something break in upstairs. How are you going to fix this problem? Or alternatively, how are you going to give, you know, Börje and Jenny enough time so that they can attempt to fix this problem? So, paint me a picture, guys. What are you doing?
We need to disconnect the extra wiring that is leading to the power for the loop and make a direct connection to the VCR like normal.
And that'll stop them. They'll stop.
Well, if they don't have a connection to go to tap into the powers, and yes.
Maybe.
You sure about that?
I mean, are they? But they're powered by the station.
Okay, how are we going to shut the station down from here?
I don't know.
Exactly. We can't get there if they're up there. We need to disconnect the power source from here.
Okay, how long will that take you?
You'll need some time.
I will need some time.
Great. Okay.
I can maybe sneak upstairs and try to find where the cords are leading.
I would like to ask Jenny if she has a flashlight or two down
Yeah.
here. If they don't
Well,
like light.
I'm gonna be sneaky, so I probably won't.
Well, I mean,
want
like
one.
we can maybe distract them
Yeah,
with
she-
flashlights or something.
She can grab you flashlights.
Yeah, if we can distract the thing long enough for you to do your whatever it is you do, then I mean that should be enough, right?
Okay. So
Then we can get them off her.
So the plan is you want to try to track down the right cable because
Yeah.
it's kind of a rat's nest here. So you want to make sure you get the right one. You're fed good information to try to find the right one.
I'm very good at picking out details because where I draw all the time, I'm very good about
Gotcha.
looking at stuff and picking out the details and
Okay.
investigating and just
So you'll be going upstairs doing that. Torvi, what's kind of your plan in this?
Well, if she needs to go upstairs, and he needs to work with Jenny, we need to keep them off of these people.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe Mia Mills could go upstairs. Maybe she has another weapon. I don't know.
I could give you my knife.
But they mentioned they don't like light. It's sort of like.
Yeah, I could take the flashlight and be distracting, and you're back up in case it gets too close and we need to smash them.
So you want to try to disorient them, and you're kind of try to like be forceful and just like run back at for.
Like it was
You-
sort of like distract
you keep
them and maybe
Marianne
hit them
safe.
if we have to, but sort of like
You
Okay.
keep Marianne safe, and I'll be a distraction.
you don't need to go on alone. That's a problem.
I'm pretty sneaky. I can handle myself.
Okay.
But if we all stay in the same general area, we just try to.
I have to follow these cords. I have to go upstairs.
Look, I could cause a big distraction and get them away from you guys while you look for the cord.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
All right.
So, part A of this plan is big distraction. Okay. How would you like to make this distraction? What did you have in mind?
I'm going to grab one of the flashlights.
Okay.
I want to kind of sneak a little bit upstairs until I can see one of them. And then once I do, I'm going to shine the light on them to kind of get their attention
Yeah.
and be like, ah, and pretend to be scared. And then run as cheap horror movie
Okay.
actor as
So,
I can.
so you're going
away
to
from
high
it.
beam them and try to like bait them into
Yeah, and
pulling off their. Okay.
Pretend to be like B-movie scared
Gotcha.
teenager running away.
How does charm sound?
Sure.
Is it, if there's another skill you think would work, but that's kind of like where I'm opening, because you want them to do what you want them to do, and you're doing the things that should entice them.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Okay, so make me a charm roll.
Yes.
Okay, I got 1-6.
All right, you got one
But-
success. Now you can still spend resources to reroll and get successes.
Yeah, I want to burn a luck.
Okay, so you can reroll your other two.
Yes.
Another 6.
All right, now you used luck. Have you used your pride?
I have not.
What is your pride?
I've got to be the smartest.
You've got to be this.
I wrote it before you said anything.
Okay, so now if
This
you
is a
use
good
your
plan, guys.
if you use your pride, you get an auto success. You don't even have to roll for it. Okay,
Is that just one, or like how does that count towards the total pool?
you get an extra one. So
an extra one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll use it.
Okay. Now, last thing you could do is if you wanted to mark a condition, you could reroll that last die.
No,
Okay.
I think I'm good on that
So
one.
you're up to 3 successes already,
Yeah.
which is pretty darn good. Pulling your weight. Now, distraction is made. You hear it. You hear him scream. Like, this is... He sounds afraid, guys. And you hear thumping through the house. And you hear, like, a lot of frantic thumping through the house. Now, your plan was to kind of protect her
Yeah,
while she
I'll
does
sort
her
of,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
watch her
Now,
back.
so, Marianne, you were trying to find the correct chord. Now, you don't really have to be sneaky about it now because,
Okay.
he's done the distraction. My thought was probably investigate, but if there's
Yeah.
any
Oh,
other
no,
skill,
no, no, no.
if there's any other skill that you'd like to pitch,
I get this many.
okay. So you want to make an investigate check because now that you've got the heat off of you, you have time to be a little bit more thorough and try to find the right chord.
All right, I can do this. I know details. I can do this.
1.
1, 6.
Okay. What resources you got? Have you used your pride?
I have not, but I can draw realistic drawings. But
Well,
I know
did
because
you draw the chord that you were? Did you draw what the chords looked like?
I did.
Okay.
I always draw.
So
like
let's say
the
you
things.
drew like, okay, these are the candidates in case I lose my place.
Yeah.
So let's say you've made yourself a quick reference drawing.
I'm gonna use
and
my
now
pride.
that way, okay. So you can use your pride. You get an auto success.
Okay.
If you want to mark you don't have luck. If you want to mark a condition, you can reroll all those failed dice. So you could be scared that there's still stuff in the room. You could be exhausted because it's been a long day.
I'm upset because I drew these. I know that I can be able to find these, and I don't see why I'm not being able to find this correct chord.
Okay.
I am upset with myself because I know details.
All right.
So, yeah.
So yeah, you can mark upset. You can reroll
So we're
all
up
those
to
dice.
5 so far.
Oh, shit. Nope.
No. Okay. So that is the best you can do. So you've got 2 successes from that. Now, as Marianne is searching for this cable, it seems like at least one of these things didn't go off on this merry chase with Mills. And as she's chasing, you kind of see it in a corridor, one of these robots that's like, doing its thing, and it's about to come over here. You feel like that might break her concentration, even though you know that it can't hurt or anything. What are you going to do to try to shield her from this stressor that's going to potentially ruin your chances of succeeding here?
So you said it's in a corridor, like it's in the hallway?
Yeah, like you see a hallway, like she's going down one hallway, and then you look in this room, maybe it's like in the living room or something like that.
Okay.
You basically catch sight of it. You don't really want to mention it yet because you don't want to freak her out. You are in a position to kind of act on this thing and do something, intercept it, if you will.
So does it see us?
You tell me.
Okay, so I see it over in maybe like the living room that's off from
Yeah,
where we are.
yeah.
It kind of looked like it's gonna see us or come this way, like in a second. But
Yeah.
I'd like to sort of just quietly sort of sidle into the room and sort of around this way, so that if it hears or sees anything, it would see me first.
Okay, so you want to try to position yourself to where you are the first thing that's seen if it sees anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a sneak or maybe even a move. Which one would you... Or I'll take whatever you want to pitch at me.
Let's do move.
Move? Move is like climb high, balance, and run fast. So it sounds like you're trying to be nimble a little bit. You're not being like super quiet, but you are trying to like
Like
put
run through
yourself
and get
in
its
the line of
attention.
sight of this thing so that it sees you, not Marianne.
And really hope that it's one of those houses where you can come in this side and go out that one.
We'll find out, won't we?
1-6.
Okay. So, have you used your pride today?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have luck?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can spend a point of luck and reroll all those failures.
Okay. So how many did I have? Wait.
I thought you said you had one
You
success.
had one.
6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I had 1 success. So yes.
Hey, you know.
Okay. Now, you can mark a condition to reroll failed dice if you want to.
Okay. I'm getting a little exhausted.
I'm also still up to roll, so we just
Right,
need
but
to-
you know,
You're not,
it's
you're not on the same floor,
Oh, okay.
but we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
yep, yeah. If you marked a condition, you said you're exhausted. This has been a really trying day for you.
Repeat of one robot. I'm only 13 years old. This is exhausting. all right. Yep. 2, 6.
2 6.
So you've got your
shoot.
4 successes
Oh,
as
9.
you position yourself in such a way to get its line of
It
sight.
is one of the living
that's-
rooms where you can go out the other side.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, it's kind of like my living room where it's like circle.
Yeah,
So
we'll skip this.
as Mary Ann kind of like continues down the hallway, you kind of put yourself in a position. It's like in like, was it Fellowship of the Ring where Merry and Pippin like run a distraction so that Frodo
Yeah.
and Sam can take the boat. It's kind of that deal. So you run that distraction and run off while she's able to find the cord, and she
I just like
calls.
to see it chase you to one end of it, and then you run to the other, and then it chases you to that end, and then you run back to the other, back and
You
forth.
use the couch
Yeah.
and just do the thing where you like go around the couch. So Börje, you're working frantically on this thing, and you can hear the chaos upstairs. until finally you hear Marianne call out, like, what this cord looks like.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
I found the cord. It's purple and has a black spirals going down it.
So you look, and yeah, you look, you can find, like, the cord she's talking about. That's probably the candidate. Plus anything else that you would want to manipulate here. So, let's see. So we've got program would be manipulating electronic devices. Calculate would be technical items. You actually use calculate. So this is no technical items, how to use, manipulate, and destroy them as well.
1, 6.
1?
Yep.
Okay. So, you have any luck?
I have one more.
Okay. Yeah, you can use it.
Okay.
Whatever. Man, I always, like, when I run this, I always went like, let's do the normal difficulty. And then everyone, like, cranks it out of the park. And I'm like, man, I really should ramp this up some. Because, like, by the time you get to...
the opposite effect.
Yeah.
2, 3.
So you got 3 successes.
successes.
It's just your luck. Okay.
Marcus Satan.
So,
Jeez.
so by my math, that's 12 successes. You could have easily done, like, the extremely difficult one without. This game also, like, the more kids you get at the table, the more difficult it can get too, because like these troubles become you need more successes, so you have to have, like, more consistency. So with the information that Marianne is able to give Börje, you find the right cord. You yank it. You yank it. It pulls, like, directly out of the machine and everything. You start cutting power on everything. Everything's disconnected. You feel like you've got this whole rig just completely dismantled, never to, function as it was again. Mills and Torvi, as they were being pursued by these things, you'll notice that all of them stop immediately. Then they stall out for like a few minutes, really, and everyone's kind of like waiting here with bated breath, making sure everything's going okay. And then after a few minutes, they all come back to life, but not with the regular programming. They all just kind of stand up, turn towards the exit, and march almost lockstep out of the house or out of the yard. I'm not sure how far they pursued you. Maybe you ended up outdoors. I'm not sure.
Not very far. I'm not very athletic.
Okay. But they all start marching kind of lockstep out the back door that they had busted down and back, to the north, from what you could tell.
Would that be towards what I know is the...
That would be towards, like, Matoka.
Yeah, okay. So we did it? Like, that's a good thing, right?
It looks
Okay.
like they finished their program. Isn't that what they said?
Dude, I never want to see Jack Torrance again.
So, Jenny Peters shares a moment of relief with you guys, a little celebration. You guys did it. Nana, regretfully, on the front of the house where none of this action was taking place, is none the wiser,
Of course.
to the plight that you all underwent inside the Peters household just now. You figure Jenny will probably have some explaining to do when her parents get home, but you have accomplished what you set out to do, which is, fix this problem that these videotapes were causing. So you clamber back into the car. It's pretty late now. It's late on a Friday like this. You guys hung out at Marianne's. You watched a movie. You were accosted
wanna
by
talk to Jenny.
monsters. What is it?
I want to talk with Jenny.
Yeah, absolutely. So
sandwich.
yeah, you have plenty of time to speak with Jenny here in this
So, like,
setting.
Jenny?
Yeah.
How'd you drop out of school?
For that, you're going to have to make me a
Crap.
either contact or charm.
I'll go contact.
And actually, I'm going to say that this is extremely difficult
Oh, dang.
with a 2, because just because of certain qualities that this character has.
Got one.
That's 2.
2.
Oh, out of 4.
Okay.
I was
So
gonna push it too.
So here's the thing, like, certain NPCs can have certain qualities. Normally it should always be like normal difficulty, but if they've got certain qualities that, like, like very perceptive, 2, for example, anything where you're like trying to go against their perception, you would have to roll 2 successes. In her particular case, she will finally say, I dropped out because I didn't think school was really for me, and my she doesn't really want to talk about it, but you can kind of see the pantomiming that, like, her appearance
Yeah.
kind of played part of it. But I don't think school was for me. I mean, it's just
Okay,
it's
but
so boring, and I just like watching movies.
okay, yeah, it's boring, but I mean, you've got some talent here. You pulled off some pretty amazing things with what you did here. I mean,
I guess I don't know. I don't like being around people. Like, that's just
yeah, neither do I. Neither does Torvi. Marianne, Laser here doesn't either. I mean, it's school. Yeah,
I mean,
it sucks.
yeah. But you guys have been lucky enough to actually have, like, friends. You know.
We could
That's-
use a big kid. I'm getting tired of being the Muslim.
She kind of chortles at the idea. Like,
I understand what it is to
I'm
be
not getting
weird.
tired of being the Muslim. Because I still wanted to.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's just.
Look, but here's the thing: you can't make friends if you just hole up in your basement and watch movies.
Well,
You gotta get out and you gotta talk with people.
Yeah, it's like 1-player Pong. If you go out and make friends, it's 2-player Pong. More fun.
Yeah, I think we probably have like 5-player Pong by now because this was crazy. And that's how you make friends.
Bonding experience.
I guess well, you all are
It's all sleep.
always welcome to come see a movie, I guess, if you want to.
Do you,
Maybe we can
do
pick
you
a
like-
different genre.
yeah, something not so terrifying. I think I like them even less now.
You guys seen Top Gun?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Torvi is in.
See you next Friday?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
I'll bring the chips.
My Nana can drive us.
So you have a moment with Jenny. You pile up in Nana's car. It's probably about 9 o'clock, give or take. I mean, you guys probably got home. Well, you got to Marianne's house about 1, maybe to Mill's house about 2. Movies about 2 hours. That's about 4. Accosted by monsters, phone calls, all this. Maybe like 7, 8 o'clock. We'll call it 8.
Okay.
Is that reasonable? 8
Yeah.
o'clock? Okay. Now, Börje, getting you home at 8 o'clock is probably not going to be a big deal.
Nah.
There's not going to be any issues for you.
Nope.
Torvi, there's probably not going to be any issues for you coming home at 8 o'clock either, right? That's
It might
pretty
be
reasonable.
Like, hey, where have you been?
Okay. So, we do run into the other people, though. So, Mills, you're home. Your brother's probably not home till later, right?
Oh, well, he said late. I'd say we were probably arriving at the same time, actually.
Okay. So, you arrived at the same time. Was he expecting you to be home, or did he
Probably.
cater? Okay, so he was expecting you to be home. And
Maybe
you
a little
weren't.
bit.
You come in, and your brother is sitting on a couch, kind of relaxing. Looks like he's had like a microwave like dinner, kind of eating it, munching on it. He sees you come in, and is like, Mills, where the hell you been?
Sorry, just watching a movie.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
I was at Marianne's.
Oh. You haven't been home at all?
Well, I mean, I stopped in after school. It was a short
Yeah,
day,
you must have
remember?
forgot to take your muddy boots off upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Will you clean it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Yeah, no
hungry?
Yeah, actually, I kind of am.
Well, I mean, let's see, roasted chicken, a Salisbury steak's in there. Let's see. There's a
What-
spaghetti.
What's the one with the brownie?
I think that's the spaghetti.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, it's in the freezer, man.
Thanks.
All right, leave a note or something next time.
Oh, yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, no problem.
All right. You get by the gatekeeper here, and he's been upstairs, and he's at least seen. He knew that there's like muddy prints somewhere. You go up and you kind of investigate, and what you see is that the robot's gone. But what you do see is that, like, it appears that something has, like, dragged it bodily, like, down sort of like the steps and stuff. So, like, you can still see, like, the muddy footprints, but you can also see, like, a little bit of mud kind of going downstairs and, you know, like, out a door or probably out the window or something like that. Some unlocked orifice of this home.
Which at this point is
We
any.
really suck at that.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like he's referring to, is that something kind of like reclaimed this robot.
Okay.
So the robot's gone. There's just mud, and he's getting the impression you just ran in here with like muddy boots or something like that. So you've got a morning chore tomorrow, but for the
Yeah, I
most
think
part,
I'm gonna walk up to the window and lock it.
that's the last scene for Mills, is just like the close up of the window locking. Marianne, the last one home, because you know Nana's your ride. Nana pulls into the garage. Closes the door, and the ignition's off as the door's closing. She, you in the back seat or you in the passenger seat? Where you?
I'm up in front with her.
Okay, she kind of cuts it off, and she looks at you, honey, and like, your mom's going to be worried.
She's
You
probably,
being out this late and all.
Yeah, she's probably still around the block at Mill's house.
Well, she'll learn a lesson from this, that she needs to just let go.
Yeah.
And let you live your own life.
Yeah, I wish she'd stop picking out the dresses for me every day.
Well, she tries, and they are nice, but she doesn't need to try to force you to wear them, is all.
I'm not 5, I'm 15.
I understand that. It's probably best we don't talk about the whole robot thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just forget that it happened, and
Yeah.
okay.
I take the drawing that I made of like the really detailed one of the werewolf, and I just kind of tear it up.
Tear it up and crumple it or whatever. It's like, all right. Well, it's getting late. Probably time for bed.
Yeah.
You've had a long day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, scene closes as, they kind of share a hug. And we get this pan out of, the Marianne estate.
Okay.
With the cabin, like, in the background. And, roll credits.
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's
The
Lair.
Dragon's Lair.
So, by the
We
way,
named
the
it, never
house, as it
used.
panned out, the house from like Home Alone? It's that kind of
Oh my
estate.
gosh.
What does that dad do to
Like, what does that dad do to afford
why I
that
asked.
with a trip?
God.
So,
Watch that too.
ladies and gentlemen, that's Tales from the Loop.
Yay!
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.